Linebacker coach Brian Odom says DaShaun White is as instinctive as anybody he's ever been around. We're going to talk about it. All that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. So it's OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today we're going to talk about what Brian Odom sees in linebacker DaShaun White. For those of you that don't remember or just don't know, DaShaun White was one of those highly regarded Army All-American recruits in the 2018 class, along with Brendan Buki Radley Hiles, Ronnie Perkins, Michael Thompson, and at the time, guys like Ron Tatum. But with DaShaun White, you're seeing a guy a lot of folks are very high on and want to see get on the field in 2019. Other guy that fits that description is Levi Draper. And from what Brian Odom has said since just getting to campus and getting involved with the team since January, is DaShaun White understands football. He understands scheme. He understands fit. And Tyler Palmerteal reached out to DaShaun White's high school coach, Jed Case. He says, look, that guy just gets it. I bring him in the film room. We can diagnose problems. We can understand his leverages. And at the middle linebacker and outside linebacker positions, DaShaun White is a commodity because the knock on Kenneth Murray Jr. for the last couple of years has been he's not the best at finding the football. And at the middle linebacker position, that is the most important thing you're going to do. You have to not only know where the ball is, you have to know how to get everybody else lined up in relation to down and distance. What you see, how quickly you see it is so very important. And Brian Odom knows from good linebacker play. He was brought in expressly to coach linebackers in Grinch's system. Same thing with Roy Manning being the cornerbacks coach. And I'm really excited to hear this because it's one thing to hear about how guys are physical specimens. Both Caleb Kelly and Kenneth Murray Jr. fit that. So does Levi Draper. Most of the guys playing linebacker at Oklahoma look the part. But what you haven't heard a whole lot of from the coaches is who is picking up the system, who understands the leverages, who understands not just how it works, but why it works. And for a guy like DaShaun White to be able to pick it up in the way that he's picked it up is a very good sign in spring football. I still think that Kenneth Murray Jr. has the lead when you're talking about projecting a starting lineup in August, but there's no reason to think that number 23 couldn't usurp number 9 at that position, especially if you want to say move Kenneth Murray Jr. to the will linebacker position and move DaShaun White to the Mike linebacker position. I don't think that that's necessarily out of the question. I do think that you kind of have a linebacker logjam here, which is a good thing if you're talking about being the coordinator or the linebackers coach, because having depth means you have great competition. Having great competition means you're going to have better players. Means that everybody's showing up to work. And this whole bit that Grinch is on about nobody's got a starting position, that's pretty much been true for every football coach ever. But I still think that you can sort of pencil in guys who are just better at playing the position than others. The only shocker there last year was Curtis Bolton, who just took Caleb Kelly's job and didn't give it back. And if you see that across the board for Oklahoma this year with a new system and a new coordinator with new position coaches at most of the defensive positions, that's a good thing. That's an outstanding thing. And for DaShaun White to be able to pick up the system as quickly as he has also speaks to his football IQ because everybody is working on equal footing there. That's the other thing to keep in mind as we move forward through the rest of spring ball and into the summer, into preseason camp. All of these guys are learning the system for the first time at the same time. So nobody has an edge in knowing, say, Mike Stoops' defensive system. Sorry about that. Probably busted up your ears. Nobody has the edge in knowing how Kerry Cooks wants the cornerbacks and safeties to play. Everybody's learning anew. And in learning anew, sometimes that means breaking bad habits. Other times that means, hey, I get to get a really good read on which of my kids knows how to play football and knows what I want from his position. And if Brian Odom is given any indication, DaShaun White is doing that and then some. All right, that's it for me. Doses.